Hi, ladies. Welcome to the Sisters Alliance Facebook page. My name is Mariah Murray, social media intern for Sisters Alliance and recent graduate from Anderson University, heading back to get my master's in a couple of weeks. So if you're wondering what Sitting with Sisters is, it'll be a monthly video segment of interviewing Black female entrepreneurs in the Indianapolis area, hearing about their experiences and them sharing insightful information that could be useful to all of you. So today, for our first interview, I'll be talking to Saidah Pearsall, founder and owner of Shea Body Works, located in Carmel, Indiana. So I'll just give her some time to introduce herself and how her company got started. So, floor is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Saidah Pearsall, and my company is out of Carmel, Indiana. We are a small family-owned business. And the company was started because of my daughter. She was a competitive gymnast at the time. And we could not find any products on the market that would address her dry skin issues. And if you know anything about gymnastics, they use a lot of chalk and they're on different apparatuses. So their hands are very rough. And so she would have like a lot of blisters and rips and tears on her hands and her feet and her legs. They were just in bad condition. And so I tried tons of products, natural and synthetic products to hopefully address the issue. And so I could not find any products on the market. So I was a burn victim as a child. And so I learned how to mix oils and butters from my mom. So I taken some of that information as far as mixing oils and butters and gels and knowing what ingredients work well with each other and that were complementary. And so I created a product. I gave it to my daughter and she was just like, wow. And her words were, Mom, you should be selling this. So that launched the company. I was not trying to be an entrepreneur at the time. It kind of just fell in my lap as a blessing. And so this company, it's a grassroots company. We have invested our own funds in this company. So we have grown the company. It's family, we're family owned. And so it's kind of like our baby. So.
As someone who has eczema, I know exactly what your daughter was talking about. I know exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just get into the first question. How did you build your company from the ground up? How was that process? What did you learn? What would you like to share with the other ladies of the Sisters Alliance Facebook page?
Okay. Oh, child, I don't even have enough time to tell you all about that. Okay. A lot of sweat, tears, a little bit of everything. So when I first started the business, I knew nothing about skincare. The skincare business, I knew how to create amazing products. However, I did not know how to market them and sell them. So when I first told my husband that I'm going to go ahead and see if I can turn this into a business, his first words were, do your research. And so when I did my research, I knew that there were tons of barriers to entry because the beauty market is so saturated. So I went down the road that was less traveled because I had a hand and foot cream. And there are not a lot of people that are making hand and foot creams specifically. A lot of people are doing body stuff. And so that kind of pushed me out into the I won't say the mainstream, but that kind of pushed me out there with the hand and foot cream. And people started saying that it was like a pedicure in a jar. So when I was doing my research and I had testers and I had set up test groups to see if it was actually a viable product. So I didn't just create something and say I'm going to sell it, because I may like it, but it doesn't mean that it's going to make money. So I put it out there and people were like, well, you need to add some scents to it. So at first it was just plain unscented. And so when I started adding scents, people were like, yeah, this is it. So once we got the scents down, then the issue was packaging. What should our packaging look like? So I did everything non-traditional because I did a lot of research and I found a way to do it economically. I wasn't trying to break our bank trying to impress people with hiring all these wonderful people. So I wind up doing a lot of the research on my own and reaching out to women that have been in the industry. So I reached out to Gwen Jameer, and she is the owner of Naturalicious, amazing, phenomenal woman. And she taught me, about the back end of the beauty industry. And, getting the right equipment and manufacturers and stuff like that. And then I also reached out to Amber Crockett of Amber Blends. So she is big in the Indianapolis area. And so she taught me about the marketing aspect of it, the packaging, the colors, and all of that stuff. So I was able to put all of that together and come up with some wonderful and simple packaging because I'm very simplistic. I'm a minimalist. And so I like things to be orderly and I like them to be nice and simple. And so I went on a site that was called Logo Trophy or something like that. And so people bid to create your logo tournament is what it's called. So people bid to create your logo. So you give them the vision that you want and they create it. And these people from all over the world. So the person that created my logo was actually from the Philippines. So I didn't pay like thousands of dollars to have somebody do my logo and branding. I gave somebody a vision in another country and they presented me with exactly what I was looking for. So that was one thing that I did. Then I reached out. There are a lot of resources in the Indianapolis area. So SCORE is one of them. So I went to SCORE, and so I learned about FDA requirements and how your packaging should actually look. So I got bits and pieces from everywhere and put them all together. And so doing the homework. A lot of people want to jump out there and start a company without doing the homework. The homework is most important to sustainability. So if you want to sustain your company, you're going to actually have to do the homework. You're going to have to read those books. You're going to have to put yourself out there and reach out to people that are in your industry. So it would not make sense for me to contact somebody that's in a clothing business that have no knowledge about beauty. So you need to reach out to people that are in beauty industry, whatever industry you're in. For me, it's beauty, so that they can help you and help you navigate the beauty industry, whatever industry you're in. So that's kind of basically how I started. I did the work.
Yeah. Okay. I heard you name a couple of resources, SCORE. I know you named the marketer in Indy, the logo creator. So since we're already on the topic, what resources did you think were most influential when creating your business?
Okay, so I would say at the top is reaching out to people that are in your industry. Mm-hmm. I saw the article for Gwen in Black Enterprise, and I just happened to reach out to her because I thought it was a great article, and she responded. So I would say start there, because if you're starting a business, you need to know if that product will actually make it in that industry before you go and start investing in everything else. Get someone else's feedback because they may be able to help you navigate that. Yeah. Then I would say SCORE. SCORE because it's national. And once you get in the system and you sign up for their emails, there are all kind of webinars, all kind of seminars, and a whole bunch of the stuff is free. So take advantage of all the free stuff before you start paying people. And when you get to the point where you can pay people, be knowledgeable about what you're paying them for. Yeah. So that's one resource. And then I sit on the board of another resource, which is Source River West. And so what it does is it helps out businesses on the west side of Indianapolis, and like in the Hawville area,
Okay.
minority entrepreneurs. And so they provide assistance with BOI, mentoring, uh, accounting, bookkeeping, whatever it is that you need, they can point you in the direction to help you with your business, and in some cases to help you get started with the business coaching. And if you can afford a business coach, I would say invest in one, but know what kind of coach you're getting before you start paying for it. And if you're looking at somebody on social media, I would say, no. Find somebody that's in your community that other people can vouch for, that have actually used that person and have seen some type of results. They had a return on their money. So I would say those three would be my top. And then also follow people that you admire, and see what they're up to and how they're handling their business.
Yeah.
So, it's a lot of different ways to do it.
Okay. Great. Thank you. So
You're welcome.
I know that you mentioned that your business is family owned. It's a family owned company, family ran. So and I think a lot of people with smaller businesses, their family does play a part in making sure everything runs the way that it should. How did you not necessarily separate family from work, but how did you create a positive culture at your work with your family?
We all understand our role.
Okay.
So once you have that understanding with your family, then everything falls in place. Because at the end of the day, my young adult children, as I say, they want to get paid. Right. So if you don't work, you don't get paid. Okay. That's period. But they know that this is family owned. And so when I succeed or the business succeed, we all succeed.
Yeah.
So that's how this operates for Shea Body Works.
Would you ever, and then just an additional random question, would you ever consider, or do you hire employees that are not in your family, or would you ever consider doing so?
I probably would at some point, but I do use like interns. And another resource is Indiana Internet or Intern, and so it's a online. I guess it may be a non-for-profit, but it's an online company that places interns and for the state of Indiana.
Okay.
So that's another resource, but I have used those, and it's harder when you're dealing with people that are in school because they don't understand, they don't quite get it, the urgency when you're wanting them to do something, because they're in the mindset, this is an internship.
Yeah.
I don't have to work as hard.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for sitting down with me today. I really, really appreciate it. I don't know if you have any contact information or Instagram page that you would like to share or anything like that.
Okay, so people can always reach me at Saidah at SheaBodyWorks.com. All of our social media handles are at Shea Body Works. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. We're all over the place. Yeah, that's how you can reach me.
Okay, so thank you again for doing this with me. I hope you ladies enjoyed the July Sitting Down with Sisters, and I will see you guys in August.